everyone, the Omicron variant has been dominating headlines over the past week. Fears over Omicron and a hawkish shift in the Federal Reserve on rising inflation have culminated in a choppy trading week for investors. Assessing Omicron's long-term impact and how to position our portfolios going forward is top of mind for every investor. Let's look at these in little more detail. Number one, we still have very little information around how transmissible Omicron is and how effective current vaccines will be. Omicron has many unique mutations and it would likely take weeks to get answers. On the vaccine front, Moderna has said its vaccine would be less effective against Omicron than against Delta. Meanwhile, Pfizer said its vaccine would still protect against severe disease. Number two, there's uncertainty about Omicron's impact on global growth as well. There are 4 possible scenarios. In the upside scenario, Omicron turns out to be more transmissible but causes less severe disease. This could result in a net reduction in disease burden, which could have sizable growth effects. In a more downside scenario, Omicron may cause the economy to slow, but its impact may be less profound than that of previous waves, given that people have actually adapted to living in pandemic times. Number 3, inflation remains a concern. The Federal Reserve surprised markets on Tuesday by signaling that it may consider speeding up its asset tapering program amidst rising inflation. A key development to watch would be how soon the Fed moves up its tapering timeline and signals earlier interest rate hikes next year. Number 4, although stocks have tumbled, we should keep in mind that markets have been quite resilient to the pandemic. The Delta variant rocked the markets at the start of the year as well, but if you take the year as a whole, the S&P 500 has had a strong performance, up nearly 20% for the entire year. At the moment, there isn't enough evidence that growth forecasts, which generally have been optimistic, will need to change. In summary, with the Omicron situation so fluid, our recommendation is to stay calm, remain diversified, and focus on your investment goals. Stock markets will be highly reactive to any negative news. The next few days and weeks will be bumpy, but could also offer buying opportunities for investors to add more assets to their portfolios.